Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine, safe inside your homes. Now, today we are going to continue with the chapter 4, that is The Boy Who Saved Holland. So, now you know we have already covered, we have already studied all the keywords or the hard words. So, now let us begin with the story. So, now there was a boy called Hendrik. There was a boy called Hendrik and he was just about to be 10 years old. So, this chapter is all about a country named Holland and a boy whose name is Hendrik, and it is believed that he saved the country Holland by doing something great. So, what great has he done? We will find it out in this chapter. So, there was a boy called Hendrik and he was about to be 10 years old in just 10 months. So now a big part of the Holland was laying below the level of sea. A big part of the Holland was below the level of sea. So Holland is such a country where in those times it was situated below the level of sea. So it was difficult for the people over there to survive. Why? Because they were having the problems of rising seas, floods and all of it. So it was a problem for the people of Holland to live in there. Dikes were made by the humans. Now we have already studied what are dikes. It means that what are dikes? It are the natural or the artificial slopes which are built so that they can regulate the water levels. So, and then it is said that it was a cruel war always between the rising of sea and the strength of the dikes. So, in a country called Holland, there were always huge tides. There were always huge tides. Water used to come like anything, and so there were dikes built so that with the help of these dikes, water cannot enter into the village or town. So the dikes were very important. They were made by the humans. So there was always a cruel war. Cruel, it means very harsh war between rising of sea. It means rising of sea here, it means huge tides of water, and against it there was strength of dikes, which means the walls, the slopes which are created so that water does not enter into the country. So this was the scenario of the country Holland. So Hendrik's grandfather was a dike builder. He was building dikes which were very important for a country like Holland, and his father used to look after the dike repairs. So whenever there were any issues, leakage or whatever things, so his father used to look after the dikes repairs. And also the boy Hendrik, he used to admire that how are dikes built and how much important these are for the people of Holland, and he would imagine himself standing on a wall, and he would make expeditions in the countryside. In the picture also you can see that he would imagine himself standing on the wall and used to find out how these dikes are built. He had always wondered how these dikes are built and how they are helpful to the humans, for the people who are living in Holland. So one day when Hendrik was returning from home, he saw that sky was turning dark. It was very dark and it was a chill, stormy evening. It was feeling like he was feeling like very cold. It was still a very stormy evening, and so he had heard a sound of trickle, which soon became a gurgle. It means, we already know what do we mean by the word gurgle. It means that bubbling sound which is made with the help of water. So he had heard that sound from somewhere, and then he was bewildered. He was shocked that what is it, and soon he found out that there was a leakage in the dikes built. So wherever the dikes built, there was a leakage, and so he was first bewildered. It means he was shocked and confused as in what to do, but then he found out one way. So in the picture also you can see that he had placed his fingers here on the leakage to stop the water from entering into the other side of the country. So he was trying very hard to stop that water with his little fingers, but then as the time passed, his hands were in pain, his fingers were in pain, he had cramps in his hand, he was continuously in pain, he was tired, he was so very tired, he was experiencing fatigue means tiredness, when he was actually tired, but still he did not remove his fingers from that leakage because he wanted to save that place from it. Then he saw a man with a lantern in his hand. It was a laborer who was returning to home after working all night. So then that laborer, that man, saw Hendrik, a boy, so he immediately helped him. He called for the help, and he had also helped Hendrik to get home because Hendrik's parents were worried. He was searching for him all night, but this laborer found Hendrik over there. Then he immediately called for the help, and then he immediately got the dikes repaired. He had got the leakage done. He had got the leakage repaired, and this is how this man, that is the laborer, helped a boy called Hendrik. So like this, years passed by, but the people of Holland still remember the boy who saved Holland. Why? Because it was Hendrik's courage that he had kept his fingers over there, although he was about to faint, but still he kept his fingers there. He had stopped the water from entering into the other part, and it is because of his courage that still the people of Holland remember him. So this is the moral of the story, that we should not panic, but indeed we should always try for our best efforts. We should always give our best. That boy Hendrik was very tired. He was about to faint, but he still kept on trying. He did not give up. He had kept his fingers over there to stop the water entering into the other side. So this is what we understand in this story. We should never give up. We should always try for the best. We should always continue giving our best efforts. So that is it for this. I hope all of you have understood this chapter and have also liked this chapter. So that was it for today. Thank you.